So we start a press conference after the game, Dreamland, Gran, Canaria, RS14. Coach, your thoughts about the game?
Yes, first of all, congrats to the players for the win. I think was very difficult, but in the end, I think it was deserved win for us. Important win that keeps us in the race for the top 2 spots in the group. I think we started the game really well, defensively, offensively, finding very good solutions. But then Lietkabelis came back to the game, fought really well, played very hard, very physical, and was in the game till the end. So I think it was a good fought game. I think in the end we had a little bit more concentration and we found maybe a little bit more better solutions. And that's it. I'm happy for the win. But there are always some things that we have to get better, we have to improve, because I think 92 points with 27 assists is great in offensively, but 84 points, especially 71 in 30 minutes, it's too much. So maybe this was maybe a little bit negative point of our game today.
Questions?
Coach, how important was to get out of a 3-game slump? You lost 3 games in a row after being undefeated all season.
Yes, first of all, we go game by game. We didn't count losses like we didn't count the wins before. Before we had maybe 10 in a row wins, but who cares? Now we had 3 losses in a row. Who cares? Because the next one was the most important. And also in that stretch, we had 4 games in ACB, which was really, really important for our qualification in Copa del Rey. So our focus, you want it or not, shifted a little bit. So I think with this win, I think we balance a little bit the focus to both competitions, because both competitions are important for us.
David Servidus scored 31 points, 19 in fourth quarter, and was the biggest pain for Gran Canaria's defense. How would you describe his play today?
Yes, Davidas was very good today, especially last quarter. I thought he made big shots, also under pressure. I would always argue with you the shot the foul calls on the 3 points, but the ref's decision, and he really played good. And we watched him also last week in Neptunas. He also scored 34, so he's in a very good moment right now.
How would you compare competition level this season and with previous one when you won it all in Eurocup?
Yes, I think the competition is strong. I think the groups are pretty balanced, even though I think the other group could be a little bit stronger. But I think now when the games are going to the end, where the spots are deciding, we will see a lot of competitive basketball, a lot of great basketball. So this Eurocup will give us exciting basketball as well.
I'd like to come back to last summer when you won, and then unfortunately your board decided not to participate in this season EuroLeague due to financial reasons. How weird do you think it is that EuroLeague is financially it's not viable for teams that can compete but does huge financial backing to play in the EuroLeague, and you have to resort playing in Europe.
Yeah, it's first of all, it's difficult for us as a professional sportsman. We would like to always participate in the best competition, but we have to know Gran Canaria is from Frankfurt, 4 hours and a half with plane, and traveling. And Gran Canaria is also participating in ACB, which is by far the strongest league in the Europe. And by participating in EuroLeague, we would need a lot of backup charters, so we could compete. We could be solid still in ACB. These charters and everything cost a lot of money, especially where we are flying from. So this was decision of the club. For us was difficult to understand, but you have to accept and go on, move forward, and compete for the next opportunity.
One of those reasons was that EuroLeague doesn't share money equally between the teams, and the teams that have A licenses gets the biggest share of TV rights money, and Gran Canaria in that case is that you don't have A license. That's why basically you decided not to participate. Is it sportsmanlike to have regulations like this?
We are in 2024, my friend. So if you ask me what is sportsmanlike and what is correct and not correct, we can debate here for days. So I can agree with you, but also we have to understand where we are, how the things are done nowadays, and what is running the show.
When you were EuroLeague superstar, could you imagine that one day a team from Middle East will play in EuroLeague? No, but like I said, we are living in pure capitalism, where money talks and everything else walks. So we go by that. Goran Dragic announced at the end of the year that he finished his career and announced his retirement. How could you describe him as a person and as a player?
Well, 1A with Gogi. I started playing with Gogi when he joined the national team. I stopped playing with national team when he took over as a leader, and when he grew up as a total leader, he took Slovenia to the highest stage, winning the European Championship 2017 in Istanbul, and he gave everything for Slovenian national team. He was a superstar in NBA All-Star, and also with all that, he never changed. He was always Gogi from when we know him, when he came for the first time to national team. So it's just hats off to Gogi, and all the best in his next chapter.
Do you remember giving him any particular advice when you were a superstar in EuroLeague and he was up and coming? Maybe on the court, maybe in personal life.
Both. There was many moments where we shared thoughts, ideas, because we played together, we shared the room together. So, but in particular, I don't remember right now.
And what do you describe his influence on Slovenian basketball?
I'm sorry?
How do you describe his influence on Slovenian basketball overall?
I think he had a great impact, just taking Slovenia to the top with his leadership and winning the European Championship didn't mean yes, means a lot for the national team, but it means much more for Slovenia because after that a lot of young kids start playing basketball. So this is the biggest influence he had. He's a big ambassador for Slovenia. Thank you. I'm sorry.
Now 7bet-Lietkabelis coach Chamak, coach, your thoughts about the game.
Congrats to Gran Canaria. We start very soft, especially in first quarter, and until the middle of second quarter we didn't play anything defensively, like without any contact, without help side. We allowed them too many easy layups, and at the end we paid that. We always can find excuses that we have a lot of problems with injury, with sick players, but at the end, that for what we showed today, it wasn't enough for the win.
Questions?
Coach, great comeback today. Unfortunately, you didn't manage to win the game. David has played another career game in the span of 7 days, but unfortunately, team lost again. What needs to change, if something, for Lietkabelis to start winning again, or we just need to wait for better day?
Okay, you are talking like we are losing 12 games in a row. Okay, so I said that we have problems. We play against the Eurocup champion. Didn't lose against NKL team. We lost against Eurocup champion. And except those first quarter, I'm satisfied how my players played and what kind of character they show. So I'm not worried, and Lietkabelis will win very soon. I mean, the question is like,
do you think that the character the team showed today will help team to achieve the goal of making the playoffs?
Of course. We will not give up about playoffs in Eurocup. Still 4 games, and we had many tough situations through the year and the previous year, and we always fought until the end. We will fight also now.
How would you? I asked David how he improved throughout the year. He said, "Well, I cannot evaluate myself. Coaches needs to evaluate me." Did you notice the areas of improvement in David's game?
It's tough to say because I'm watching always team as a team, not individuals. But of course, David play well. But he's also out of the practice like all team. For sure, he will be even better if he practice normally. Without practice, you cannot play good. I mean, as a team.
You haven't played a single game this season with a fully healthy squad. Have you ever been in this situation before?
Maybe my first year in Lietkabelis here, 2018-19 was also similar, but we always miss someone. Today we were without Valiskas and Varnas. Kevic was from after pneumonia with 1 practice. Sirvidis didn't practice yesterday because of fever. Orelik didn't practice from Trento game, so it's like too many problems. But like I said, we will keep fighting.
Thank you.